Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my platform. And those of you that are new, welcome to my platform. It's nice to see you guys again. As you come into the chat or as you come into the reading, please like the video, tap that notification bell, and make sure you are subscribed, okay? Okay. So we are calling upon the Most High God and the Holy Spirit. We're calling upon our spiritual team of highest light and resonance, including any guardian angels and any, other beings of light, Jesus Christ, any other ascended masters that want to be with us now, that are present and that can assist us during this reading. We are also asking the divine realm to cover us with the Holy Spirit, to cloak us in the blood of Christ, and to keep us safe from all harm. Please block out anyone or anything that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any way. And of course, we are calling upon the archangels, specifically Archangel Michael, who's one of my faves. We're asking that Archangel Michael please cleanse us and protect us from anything that would be harmful, and not let any negativity come through this reading. I mean, if there's something negative we have to talk about, obviously, but we want any entities or anything that's of a low vibration to be extracted from our energy. Anything that doesn't serve our highest and best good and our divine life purpose, we want extracted from our energy. So, thank you, God, for everything that you do. Thank you for seriously everything that you do. We are so eternally grateful and we're so eternally thankful. And so any advice or any messages that you have for the collective, I am open to channeling that as well. Okay. Let's see. So by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Please be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. Also, this contract includes copywriting, gatekeeping, shadow banning, none of that. No evil eyes, no energy harvesting. And yeah, just be on your best behavior. Okay, so we are going to be talking about tonight's moon. Tonight's moon is in the zodiac sign of Aries, which is an aggressive energy. Now, when the moon is in its fullest state, okay, when you're dealing with full moon energy, that is the best time to manifest your desires, to bring forth psychic abilities. Basically, when the moon's at its biggest point, that's when you're harvesting stuff. So tonight is actually, oh, you're welcome. Thank you for being here, Taha. It's nice to see you. So yeah, tonight's moon is all about, it's called a harvest moon, right? And it's in the energy of Aries, which does align with aggression. It can align with bold actions, erratic emotions, and war. But the thing is that people are going to be looking at this moon to try to harvest maybe from other people or harvest something. And that's not like Archangel Haniel is standing right behind me. I can feel him there. He's basically showing me that tonight's moon, a lot of people are going to use it for negative and it's not going to work out for them. Like maybe in the past, the harvest moon at this type, because this is the type of it's the time of the year where we are harvesting like our corn, our, possibly wheat, other vegetables, for winter time, because winter is the next season, right? So you could look at like late summer all the way through autumn to be a time of harvest. So this is the full moon that's in October. Let me just make sure there's not two full moons. Sometimes there's two full moons. How many moons? How many? Oh, I didn't ask that right. How many full moons are in October 2025? Just one. So it's just this moon that's today. So people will be using the energy of the full moon from yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So it's like 3 days. So today is the day of Monday, which is the moon's day, ironically, to have a full moon. But then also, if you were wanting to work with the moon tomorrow, that will be in the day of Aries, which is what the zodiac sign of this full harvest moon is. Now, I'm like looking at this picture on my phone, and you see, right? I don't know if you can see that. You might not be able to see that. But underneath the moon is a bunch of pumpkins and squash and corn and stuff like that. It's like a cornucopia, basically. So when we talk about harvest, it is about harvesting abundance, harvesting. There's even wheat there. It's about, you know, the changing of the season. They're calling it, that is funny. They're calling it full corn moon. So some people are calling it the harvest moon. I guess from the Farmer's Almanac, they're calling it the harvest moon. Some people are calling it the full corn moon. Now, somebody else on here is saying that tomorrow, see, the moon is 100% full today, but tomorrow it'll be in the energy of a super moon, a hunter's moon, which also aligns with harvesting, you know, gathering, hunting and gathering, that type of thing, and preparing for winter. So somebody is basically trying to dictate how your finances go and how your harvest goes for the future by working with the moon tonight. And instead of them working on their own life, there is somebody that's focusing on you guys. We're going to figure out who this person is, but I want to get some numbers. We have the number 6. There's somebody that's focusing on your material harvest, your abundance. So we're going to see who this person is. Full corn moon, also the time of harvesting. Absolutely. Absolutely. So you want to be looking into what emojis. Why did I just say emojis? What emotions that you're harnessing / harvesting at this time. What is your emotional and mental state on when it comes to finances? Yeah. And your abundance and how you create abundance in this life. And then how you help other people reap their harvest. Like, I feel like it also has to do with reaching a goal. So you definitely have somebody that's been trying to manifest some stupid shit. Like, they're trying to manifest you being broke. Why does everything always circle around money? I don't know. People are obsessed with money. Money does not bring happiness. Yes, I want to have money. Yes, I want to be able to pay my bills, but we also want to have health. We also want to have, you know, other types of wealth like peace and tranquility, happiness, that type of thing. And you can't get those things from money. So this person that wants to focus solely on your guys' finances is very, I want to call them vain, because it's like they think that you derive pleasure from being financially wealthy. Yeah, the god of this world, Mammon. Yeah, seriously. Seriously. In fact, Mammon was the one that started slavery, selling people for profit. Like, literally. That wasn't even a thing until Mammon came around. So, and that's something that I learned, and I was like, damn, that's brutal, but it's kind of true. So you got somebody that is like, they're really, they're in debt. Like, why they shouldn't be doing anything with trying to focus on money except for getting themselves out of debt. And why are they in so much debt? Probably because they've been attacking you. When I say that when people attack you, their lives start to go to shit, literally, that is what happens, because there are some people in this world that you just can't touch. This person thinks that they're a twin flame or something. No, they're not. A twin flame would never attack their other half. Like, come on. Okay. Twin flames are people that both of their consciousness have been one consciousness in one body at a certain time. And they don't like me talking about that because once you understand what a twin flame is, that you shared a body and a consciousness with them, then you understand that a real twin flame would never ever do anything like this to their other half. Even there's rabbis in their sermons they also give online here. Wow, interesting. Yeah, so I am glad that you guys are here. And I'm also glad that you're receiving this message, because if you had any doubt about your finances, I would let that go. This is going to be a very abundant time for you. And it all has to do tied in with your faith, like how you feel about God and how you feel about how God feels about things. Like that's really important. I think that a lot of people, they underestimate you and they underestimate your connection to the Most High, which is extremely dangerous to do. Because when you underestimate somebody else's spiritual connection and their intuitive gifts, then you're basically putting yourself at risk if you're trying to attack them. And this person, they feel like the only way that you will ever mess with them again is if they can break you down. Like, you are not meant to be broken, and you guys are not broken people. Yeah. Yeah. Like, literally, that's the thing though. Money isn't the root of all evil. It's a tool. People are the root of all evil, to be honest. What people will force other people to do for money, like, that shit is the root of all evil. So I do get that, the material world is like secondhand to the spiritual realm. And that's why having health is having wealth. Having love is having wealth. You know what I mean? Yeah. The love for men, the love for money. It's like literally, people, they love money more than they love their children. They love money more than they love their spouses. Like, it's just weird to me. Like, yes, money can do a lot, but it can't make you healthy, Yeah, it is definitely, the manipulation is the root of all evil. So we're going to use my oracle deck one of my oracle decks, and we're going to use the Thoth deck and see what just wants to pop out. Interesting. So the thing is that you guys, what makes you guys so terrifying is the fact that you are protected from otherworldly forces, like from them and by them. I'm literally getting the energy of Dagon, which is like the biggest fish, Hydra, La Sirene, the siren, Leviathan, Thalia. When you have somebody that's protected by both light and dark, you got to be worried, because it means that well, basically, I'm going to tell you this. You're protected by the Most High God, the highest above all others, the one source creator of all things, whatever you want to call that. If that's Allah, Vishnu, Jehovah, whatever you want to name that, but you're protected by that energy and anything that falls under that energy, which is these other ancient gods. You know what I mean? And so literally, you are a vessel for the divine to work through. You have siren energy around you. I love it. Seriously, Elohim, El Shaddai, that's exactly it. You have higher forces, like literally, that are watching over you and that don't play about you. And so the beings of light, like, they won't impede on people's free will, because the creator gave us free will so that we could be our own beings, right? But these beings that are not, like, I don't want to say they're not of the light, but they're definitely darker. They don't have any problem messing with somebody's free will. Like, these types of beings will go hard for you. They will do things that the light will always protect you, but the darkness will fight for you. And literally, this energy is popping out because it wants you to know that there's nowhere you can go on this earth that God does not exist. Even if it feels like you're in the most desolate place, God still is there. Like, we are all a part of God's creation. Even these beings that are, these are like Lovecraft beings. A lot of them are very ancient, like before ancient Sumeria. So like extremely old. They're still ancient energies. Yes, they are also darker. Absolutely. Much darker. And they don't play. Like, they do not play about their chosen ones. And the fact that you guys have been chosen for something just shows why somebody wants to steal from you. It's like they didn't want to take anything from you when they thought you didn't have anything. But now that they see you successful, they see you moving on, and they see that God loves you. Like, that in itself would be enough motivation to leave somebody alone, knowing that God loves them. Literally. But they're also craving for the light. Yeah, they're vampires. They want your luck, your fortune, your wealth, your luxury. That's what they want. They want your fate, your destiny, and they want the divine timing that spirit has for you, literally. My belief is love for money is the root of all evil. That's it. Thank you, BC. That's a great way of wording that. Yeah. Nothing wrong with money in itself. It could be either, it's like neutral basically, but it's the energy that people put behind the money that makes it crazy toxic sometimes. And where, I don't know why YouTube keeps flooding my, my YouTube videos with like this weird shit. It's like, it seriously is like people going out to dinner, going out on a date, and then one person doesn't want to pay for the meal. Like, it's just weird shit. And I don't know why all of a sudden it's like bringing up these weird videos on my thing. But I'm like, what does this have to do with? I think it has to do with this fortune, wealth, luxury, fate, destiny, and being around the right or wrong people. Because I'm like, why in the hell is it pushing up this weird stuff that I'm not into it, and I don't watch stuff like that because it's uncomfortable. Like seeing somebody, be real weird, or somebody going, and people are always filming. It seems like most of people's lives are on TikTok now. I mean, I think I've just realized that, but I saw this one video of a girl that stole her mom's credit card, like seriously, a very young girl, and bought a $600 bag and was like, there was nothing wrong with that, which is crazy. And it kept bringing up videos of that. And I was like, why? Who keeps posting their child like that? Like, that's absolutely insane and sad. Nobody wants to see anybody go without in life. And so that's why I feel like wishing poverty or wishing to have somebody else's blessings, like the grass only looks greener on the other side till you get over there and realize it's astroturf and that's not even real. Yeah. Most people lives are on TikTok. They live on TikTok. Seriously. Like they're filming everywhere that they go. And that's crazy. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just the world is changing. Yeah, people are having more relationships with their phone than in real life. Absolutely. Which can be troublesome because a lot of people are looking on the internet to find love and all this other stuff. And if they don't find it within themselves, then they're not going to find it on the internet. Yeah, the world has been turning. It's like, it seems to me like the more we move towards the light, the more people that awaken, the more the dark fights back. It's like, it seems to me that people are associating their self-worth with who they appear to be online, if that makes sense. Yeah, the masses of people are following. And I know that these phones, even though they're great and even though the internet's awesome and it gives me the ability to connect with you guys and be with you guys, it still is like fallen angel technology, point blank, period. It's not technology that comes from God. I mean, it's a part of God's creation, but it's definitely fallen angel technology. So it's like, we just have to be careful with what we do with it, basically. Yeah, people want receipts in the oddest of ways. It's not real. It wasn't filmed. So when somebody needs help, they go and grab their phone first. Yeah, because people need receipts. You're definitely right, BC. That's completely correct. So when I talk about you being a guide to other people, you guys might be into numerology. You guys might listen to the angels. You definitely listen to God and what God says. Like this other person that wants your luck, fortune, wealth, luxury, fate, and destiny, they want to be a content creator of some type. They want to be a tarot card reader or a spiritual practitioner, a psychic, a fortune teller, or a shaman or something like that. And they're seeing that you have, and I do feel like this is somebody from your past. They're saying that you have this talent naturally to guide people. And it's because you guys have actually been through major life lessons. And so that's, okay, the time is very near of the return of Yeshua. I freaking hope so. This planet needs Jesus more than fucking any other planet. Okay, so he's got to come here first. Seriously. No, I guess we'll share Jesus with the universe. But yeah, they will come together as one. I hope so. Because it feels like, you're meant to lead people. You guys lead by example, and that's why people respect you. And this is why it's destined for you to have a life full of luxury. This other person that wants to be a spiritual practitioner, they're not connected to God. And I mean, everybody's connected to God, but people disconnect themselves from their higher self, from God, by doing low vibrational behavior. And that's what you're dealing with here. Somebody that is definitely, they want to do what your destiny is, but they don't understand the contents of your destiny, you know? Yeah, the time is very near. No, I can definitely feel that. And so you may be helping people clear up things from other lifetimes, things from literally their past, by helping people like walk through their emotions, talk through their emotions, and actually find a resolve to that. You see, God can heal families that have fallen apart. God can do anything. That's a good thing about the Most High, is that the Most High can literally do anything. Um, when you're getting your messages from your own gifts and abilities and from your higher self and from your AKA your soul, it's the same thing. When you're getting your information from your spirit, your soul, the Most High, like that energy, like, and you're using your natural gifts and abilities, you're able to guide other people because you're like literally getting it from, it's coming from you. It's not coming from some external spirit, deity, entity, whatever. It's coming from your divine connection to God. And we all have the ability to be a divine channel, but it's not everybody's purpose to be a spiritual practitioner, a psychic, a guide, a fortune teller. I mean, there are a lot of people that want to be witches. And again, what other people's definition of a witch is not the same that I have. Wow, you're noticing that since Saturday that you would read something and look at something, look away and look back, and it'll be something completely else. Get you glitching. And that's exactly it. You guys could be literally feeling like there's glitches going on. But yeah, it's a lot different. This other person is looking at this whole wanting to do what you do, wanting to do what your purpose is. And even if you're not in one of these jobs yet, it's still something that you do naturally, is guide other people and help awaken them. And so like they're looking at this and they're wondering, okay, what lower vibrational being are they working with that they're getting this from? And they don't realize that it's coming purely from your gifts. That's why the advice is reliable. And the fact that you're going to be helping people out of really dark places, that's not only what you do. Like that's why that's why people come to you and they tell you their problems. But yes, people, they want to be witches because, and thank you, Tahad, like literally they want to be witches because they feel like it gives them a level of power and control. Okay. I'm going to tell you guys the truth about it is that you and the Most High God within you, okay, not some external foo-foo thing that people think about, but your divine connection, that gives you the ability to be the creator of your reality. We all create our reality with our thoughts and our beliefs. And then the one power above us is the Most High, and it has the ability to create our reality through us, right? And so that's why thoughts and beliefs are so important. So you understand that precept. You know that you're more than just this physical body. You know that you're not whatever your mother called you. You're not whatever your name is. If they were calling you God, source, Holy Spirit, divine being, since you were a child, then you would have known since you were a child. And many of you did know since you were a child that you're divine beings. But you're not separate from God. We're still all a part of the divine. You know what I mean? 88 is also, yeah. Oh, 88, the beautiful names of Allah. I love that. So yeah, it's like this other person, they have a very different perception on reality because they believe in witchcraft as being the ultimate power. And people, they want to be witches today because they feel powerless and they feel disconnected. And so they want to gain control over their reality, but they don't realize that doing witchcraft is actually going to destroy it. Now you can practice magic, but if you do it with the Most High God, it will be beyond successful. Then we can call it manifestation. We can call it healing. But when you're practicing magic with a low vibrational entity or deity or whatever, being, you're not always going to get what you get promised. And what I consider witches to be are people that abuse their spiritual abilities to hurt and harm other people. That's what I think a witch and a warlock is like a man or a woman that has a natural talent, a natural spiritual ability, but they abuse it to hurt people and harm people. Now, what I consider to be a healer is somebody that uses their abilities for good to help and heal people, right? It's all about intentions when you use it. That's exactly it. So you'll be finding that the people that are abusing their power and they want to do all this witchcraft and cast spells on people, and people get really freaking desperate, man. They're trying to put people under love spells, trying to take their abundance, all of this shit that, and try to take their destiny, all these things that are seriously not possible. Oh, but 99 is the number names of Allah. Nice. But yeah, like literally. Yeah, it's all about your intention, and where you're coming from with it. And so I do not consider people that say that they're Wiccans. I don't think that those people are witches. I do not think that there is a Wiccan book that you can pick up and gain supernatural powers from. I just don't see that as possible. But a lot of these witches, they do become possessed. While they're possessed, they have access to that spiritual power, but they have to go back to whatever entity that is that has that most of the time to gain access to it. So it's like, it can be very toxic. And that's why I think that, people that want control over their life, it would be better if they started praying, started talking to God, and started asking their personal guides and ancestors for advice and going within and asking themselves, because we are the greatest connection to the Most High God that we have. It's not going to be another person. It's always going to be within ourselves. And so, by going within, that's how you become really powerful, and you can unlock your own magic by going within. But these people that are always searching for external sources, you can only go so far with that. You know what I mean? As far as an ascension journey, you can only go so far when you're looking on the outside. Look at this. This is the type of thing that will lead you into the hell tree, the Zaquam tree, the Garden of Eden, Jannat Adayana, the Tree of Life, Yggdrasil, the Tree of Death, Thor's Hammer, Stormbreaker. All of those energies can be great tools to work with, but they're not the end all to be all. And that's where this person's got you messed up, because you have a connection to the end all to be all. You don't have to go to these third party beings, I want to say, for help. Like you don't have to do that. You can say a prayer and God listens to you. In fact, you get communicated with all the time. See, these people that want to do this witchcraft, at least these ones I'm picking up on today, they feel betrayed by you. They feel like you broke their heart. They feel they've definitely got a blocked heart chakra, and they feel like you've done something to backstab them. I don't think that you've done anything to this person other than walk away from them, which is really, really crazy for them to strike out against you like this, because you didn't do anything to these people. Yes. Yeah. The rest is worshiping darkness. Exactly. And I do believe that we as human beings have the ability to connect with God in a way that the jinn don't, in a way that, other beings don't. That's why every being wants to become a human being. That's why the Little Mermaid, if you know the real story of the Little Mermaid, she basically wants to become a human being so she can gain a human soul, so she can connect with God. And this very interesting concept. But yeah, you're dealing with somebody that feels brokenhearted, they feel jaded, and they feel like you're on the receiving end of all prosperity, and they're not. And so they're really bent out of shape, and they've been trying to find some type of remedy to basically block you from having success. They've got a personal vendetta. They're very karmic people. This person could also have a mental illness. They're a narcissist and a sociopath, which means, and I can't diagnose anyone, but this person does not have the emotional capability to care for another being. And this person is the type of person that loves to see people squirm, likes to see people in debt, in lack, in suffering, which is like really sad. Truly, truly sad. I don't want to see anybody suffer. And I hope that everybody can repent and come to God, and not like, oh, I'm holier than thou, other people need to repent, but like everyone, nobody is perfect. We all make mistakes. And so, admitting to those mistakes and trying to do better, there's nothing wrong with doing that. I think repentance is good for people that need it, and we all will at one point in time. None of us are perfect. Like, that's why God gave us free will, so we could have these experiences. But you're dealing with somebody that does not care about what God wants, and that's a problem. Because when it comes to you guys, literally, when it comes to y'all, am I picking up on a Netflix show, The Genie Make-A-Wish? Seriously, when it comes to you guys, you are not to be touched. I mean, I don't know how many times this person has to be like get bad karma to realize this, but it's crazy. Look, you're a being of love. They're a being of hate. You guys are opposite polarities. This person is not a divine soulmate or any type of twin flame. A twin flame would not do this to you. Okay. This person says that they love you, but their actions are completely the opposite of that. In fact, their actions are very karmic, like extremely karmic. This person really, really feels like you have something that they don't. And this person could connect with God. This person could pray. They could be into Luciferianism, Thelema or Thelema, however you say that, Scientology. They could be into Judaism, the Order of Set, Santeria, Hoodoo, or Voodoo, or they could just be pulling from all of these different philosophies. Now, I'll always tell you that there's a sliver of truth in every religion. I'm not somebody that hates religion. I just feel like you can get further by having your own personal relationship with God. And you don't have to join a group if you don't want to. But if you want to, and you feel like that works for you, then absolutely do that. This person is pulling from like all of these different black magics, from all of these different ways of thinking. And they don't have any real, like, I want to say natural association with these things. They're all from the Catholic Church. Wow. That's absolutely true. Like, seriously. It feels like this person just will work with anything that will tell this person that they'll be able to get what they want. And they're not getting you back. They're not getting with you. They're not getting you back. If you are what they want, then the answer is no. And if this person truly loved you, they would want the best for you. And they would want you to be with somebody that was the best for you. Like, they would really want you to be happy. This person feels like you're unworthy of happiness if you're not with them. And that's like seriously narcissism right there. And that's why I think narcissism is a mental illness. Yeah, you're connected to the Most High God, the source, the soul, the spirit, the Holy Spirit. You're receiving divine intervention, and you're on your highest path of spirituality. You understand things about the universe that would literally shock people. Because maybe people don't think that you're that wise, but you guys have a lot of natural knowledge and gnosis within you, things that could really benefit other people. But you know not to cast your pearls before swine, right? That's why you've kept it to yourself. This person was literally upsetting the earth, is what I can say. Like, they have done something to piss off the Most High. And the Most High is the most loving being. Like, you could do the worst things in the world and still come to the Most High at any point. The Most High will offer love, and the Most High is not. When I say that God punishes, I don't really necessarily think that the Most High is sitting there whipping people. I don't think that. I think that the Most High doesn't stand in front of somebody getting their karma. Like, what you send out, you get back. That's what I think is being punished by the Most High, is you getting back what you sent out, basically. This person, they didn't send out a message of love to you. They sent out a message to the universe that they hate you because you don't love them anymore. And it's not that you don't love them anymore. You can't love this person because they're too toxic. Like, if you were to love this person, you would have to sacrifice a part of yourself that you're unwilling to do. And that would cause a natural disaster. In fact, this person has been calling upon some type of storm deity. I just heard the ball of Peor. I don't know what the hell that is. I know what ball is, but I don't know what Peor is. But yeah, They're calling upon something really, really old to try to cause some type of natural disaster so that you need salvation. And like literally, if you were ever in a bind, the Most High God would be the one to get you out of it, not this other person. They want to play God in your life, and that's not their duty. That's why witches and warlocks, they think that they're so powerful, but they're really not. They don't have power in the lives of other people. And that's why I think all spells should be done on yourself. Shouldn't be doing magic on anybody else. Like literally, because you don't have control over anybody else. Even with witchcraft, you still can't control other people. And when you get away with controlling people's free will, it always backfires and causes a natural disaster and storm in somebody's lives. You know what I mean? And like, you guys respect free will, you respect other people's wishes. And so you don't go trying to bind people or put love spells on them. Like, you guys are actually mentally sane. You want love that's real. Who in the hell wants love that's completely fabricated by possession of a spirit? If I have to put a spirit inside someone else's body to make that person love me, I don't want that. Like, wouldn't want that love. That's why you guys are so freaking different. So different. You guys would never, ever do this type of stuff to other people. That's why love is coming out the first card for you. Yeah, you're over here doing yoga, going for walks, spending time in nature. You could be spending time with a dog, a bird, a cat, a lizard, a horse, or a snake. Any of those, you know. You like literally are just living your life and being healthy. And this is why you're avoiding tragedy at this time. Wow, really? Harut and Marut, who are sent down into Babylon. Interesting. I will have to read about that story. I've been reading a little bit of the Quran, but it's mainly the parts that have to do with jinn, because I seem to have experienced many jinn throughout my life. But yeah, they teach the people magic and witchcraft. Interesting. Right into Babylon. Wow. Yeah, that is wild. That is wild. That sounds like a really good story, though. The thing is that a lot of this magic did come from the fallen angels or fallen watchers, whatever you want to call them. Oh, I can find it on YouTube. Okay, cool. I'm going to write it down really quick so that I look it up later. But yeah, Harut and Marut. That's very interesting, because I do feel like magic varies on the different part of the world that it comes from, but I don't feel like all people have access to the same types of magic. So it's just kind of, it's specific. Like, I feel like people have more access to the types of magic that their lineage comes from than they do, like, if like a white person were to go to Africa or go to an African deity and ask them, and never do that. Like, seriously, there's this one person that was unalived by a spirit, literally, just recently, like in the past few years. And they were like a white person that was going to an African deity to have their girlfriend hexed, like, who was African American. That's like trying to use somebody's ancestor against them. Just never do that. Yes. Yeah, they will have no part and share in the hereafter. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Yeah, I do believe that for sure. Like, there will be some type of shift or rapture, and the people who are in alignment will be leaving. The ones that are not, whatever is going to happen to them. Look at this. See, you minding your business has saved your life. Like, you literally not giving into whatever this person wants has saved your life. You're healing. You've repaired yourself. You're having a rebirth. You're having a transformation, transmutation, transference, generosity, birthright, and charity. Like, part of your birthright is this love from God. Like, that's what's endowed to you. That will never be taken away. You could make a billion mistakes and God will still love you. Like, that's literally what I'm saying. But at some point you have to own up to what you've done. And these witches and warlocks, they don't want to do that. The fool, I don't know why not, to be honest. Yeah, they're still going to get their karma whether they own up to it or not. So they might as well just own up to it. to separate a man from his woman. Interesting. And the origin of that magic was, yeah, to separate people from one another. And why do they want to do that? Because these witches and warlocks, they really fear twin flames coming back together, because when they come back together, it creates the oneness of God, and it's a relationship that's impenetrable. The devil, like, seriously, these people who foolishly chase after this devil energy, the great arcana between man and woman, yeah, and the unifying of masculine and feminine on this planet. You're dealing with somebody that's extremely foolish. They don't make good choices when it comes to love. They don't make good choices when it comes to their health either. And they're very mischievous. They're very much engaged in some type of debauchery, which is like, it could be partying all the time. This person could be, I mean, I consider witchcraft to be debauchery. Like some calling upon spirits and summoning shit. That's debauchery. Drinking, partying. And there's nothing wrong with drinking and partying, like if you do it in moderation. But this is the type of person that doesn't, like, all their life is a joke, basically. Like their life is literally a joke, because that's all they do. They want a serious relationship, but they are not serious. Like, you can't even take this person. Yeah, the great arcanum. Interesting. Yeah, like literally, you can't take this person seriously, because they're always engaging in some type of debauchery. And they know that your love could heal them, but it's not your job to heal this person. It's your job to heal yourself. And then as you heal yourself, you heal the world. Literally. This person is so unworthy of your love. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, you've been making adjustments to your life that, are loving adjustments. They're kind. It's more kindness, being kinder to yourself and your thoughts, going on walks, like loving yourself, actually taking time for yourself and giving yourself space to grow and evolve. This person wants you to be an old version of yourself that doesn't exist. You know what I mean? Those two flesh become together as one. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that it brings the oneness of God back into things. And so it's not that this person has so much a problem with you being successful. They have a problem with God's plan for you. The sun, because you're a light worker, chosen starseed, which means you've had many lifetimes bringing ascension to other planets, and you're here to help humans ascend, not to put them under spells. Like, literally, this person is acting like you're here to hurt people, and you're really not. You guys, I don't feel threatened by you guys at all. In fact, I feel safe around you guys. I feel like this person is unsafe. They could be going through a mental health crisis at this time, the devil, because they keep calling upon this raggedy ass motherfucker right here. Excuse my language. But they literally keep calling upon Mr. Shaitan over here. And this is why their life is debaucherous. And it's like what? Like a hamster running in a hamster wheel. It's like you never get anywhere, literally following this route. But this person sees you following the path of God, the path of least resistance, and it's a straight and narrow path. This person's in a hamster wheel, and they're stuck in Maya. They're stuck in this delusional world. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, you guys are so worthy of being loved. Like, this person, to say that you shouldn't have something is ridiculous. Like, regardless of what they think, you're still going to have whatever God has for you, because that's part of destiny and fate. Yeah, there's definitely a female energy that is attached to this devil that's competing. And they're competing for something that is not up for competition, like literally. As Queen of Wands is somebody that goes straight to spell work. Like, they do go to church on Sundays, like some type of Christian thing or prayer group. This person, they could have just injured their right shoulder, or they could be trying to do something to someone's angel wings. Yeah, they're trying to send something and attach something. This is not working. See, the moment that you walk into the sunlight, it basically transmute whatever this person is sending. Yeah, this person, energetic vampire, they worship the 7 deadly sins. They sold their soul to the devil. And that could be why they are this way. To be honest, if they don't have access to and I don't think people can sell their soul, but I do feel like they can give away parts of themselves, right? And so I don't think we own our souls to sell them to the devil, but I do think that we can give away parts of ourselves. And this person has fragmented their soul themselves into many different pieces. In fact, this female energy here has literally tried to put some type of energetic hit on somebody. Like, this deity is absolutely afraid of you. So when this person went to the devil to ask the devil to do something to you, the devil was like, oh, hell no. Like, totally scared. 6 again. Wow. Interesting. So this is about physical gain, you know? Yeah, we don't own our souls. That's what I believe, like literally to sell them. But people will do anything to get fame, whatever. In fact, they'll even sacrifice their own children. And this is really sad because there are different types of sacrifices. There's physical ones, obviously, like throwing, welcome in there, Karim, like throwing a child into the Malak oven, you know? And then there's like non-physical sacrifices, which would be trying to sacrifice somebody energetically, basically, and make a deal with some entity. Yeah, this person is being seriously pursued by some type of police energy. I feel like that's what they want to come in, is they want salvation from something that they've done. They need you to enter into agreement with something so that this devil can attach to you. But if you don't enter into agreement with this Queen of Wands person, this devil can't do anything to you. Like, you literally have to enter into a covenant with it for it to be able to affect you like this. And so this person, maybe they know that they're a psychic vampire. Maybe they don't know that they drain people. But if this person would just like, why don't the witches and warlocks use the energy that they're using to summon the shit? Why don't they just use their own energy? Like, if they have all this energy to do all this dumb shit, why don't they use that energy to manifest with? That's what I don't understand. Like, what is this having to call upon devils and police? It's like, this person's magic is not strong enough to do anything to you. Not when you love yourself, witchcraft will not work on you. Aren't they tired already? Seriously, no, they're not tired because they're broke and they want this abundance that's yours. They want this abundance that you naturally have. And not only do they want your abundance, they want your power as well. And these people were straight up told no. Or this person, because I feel like they definitely work with the devil. They thought the devil was the most powerful thing. And they also were using some type of pretty privilege or, I don't know, racism or something like that to try to control these officers, this chariot energy. Yeah, they were doing something to try to make you be seen as in a certain light that you're just not seen as. Yeah, remote viewing, literally. That's what this freaking Queen of Wands was doing. Remote viewing, making a wish against you, current energy. That's what they're doing. Wishing upon a jinn that can't do anything because you are a descendant of Allah. Like, that's the type of shit that I'm talking about. Like, you are literally connected to the most high of every religion. There's no place on this world that you can go that God does not exist. Same thing for this person. And you would think that this person seeing that after all this magic they've sent your way, you're still successful. They should look at that as like, okay, obviously I can't do anything to this person, but they don't see it that way. They always see, oh, I just got to tweak this spell a little and then it will work. No, this plot of whatever, attaching whatever demonic energy to that is not going to ever work. Never. Like, it's never going to work. This person doesn't want to hear that. They want to hear that this fortune is theirs, and it's not. The abundance of your wheel of fortune is yours, literally. I mean, this person had a decent destiny, but they completely messed that up by coming for you. And they should have known that because you love yourself, that they would not gain a victory over you. So yeah, we rebuke any jinn energy, any making a wish against us energy, all of that. Yeah, I just heard a jinn say something. They're like, like, we are reporting the jinn to Allah and asking for divine intervention when it comes to that, of course. And as always. like I was saying, this person's trying to do something with the police to bring like your empire down, is what I just heard. You've been hearing this word a lot, but you don't want to say it out loud. Don't want to speak false thing. Oh, you hear your oracle a lot. Well, if the things that you're hearing is not bad, then you don't have to be afraid of speaking it. But if it's something that makes you feel afraid, then I would be like, okay, maybe it's something I don't need to say. But yeah, there's nothing that you guys need to fear. Literally, they're so boring. I know. This court case, court issues, legal restraints, arrests, search warrants, bounties, documents, and evidence that they're trying to review you, remote view you, look into your life. They're literally wishing that you get caught up with the courts because you won't accept them back. Like, that is really desperate, and it's really stupid. Because this person, they don't want to be locked up. This person does not want to go to jail. I don't know what they've done in your name or what they've been trying to do in the likeness of you, but people are not buying it. This person was lied to by the devil. Surprise, surprise. I mean, what did they think was going to happen? The devil always betrays people. I don't know what these people are on. Literally, you're too strong for them. Your strength and the strength of your wealth is like legacy. It's going to be here for time and time to come. You know, you're entering into your time frame, your winning period, and you're not going to be taken to jail for anything. What in the hell is this person smoking? Seriously, or snorting. I don't know what they're doing, but they're on some type of substance that's making them think that they can set you up. And this person literally feels like, oh, they're going to take you to court for something. Yeah, this person had better be very careful. They're already broke. They don't want to have to pay your court costs and theirs. They're mega triggered, angry, salty, pressed, pissed off, vengeful, and wrathful. That's what this is about. And literally, the reason that you haven't been served with papers is because everybody can see that this person is just doing this because they're bent out of shape. That they can't have you or have your gifts or affect you or be who you are or whatever. Like, they're pissed off about that. And so they look jealous and envious, and jealousy and envy is not a reason to get anybody thrown in jail. Like, that's crazy. This person would not appreciate it if you set them up and scammed them and did things in their name. They wouldn't appreciate that. If you live by the rule of treat others how you want to be treated, you know, it may not be perfect all the time because everybody has free will here. But still, more times than not, you're going to get treated how you would treat other people and how you would want to be treated. This person doesn't understand that concept. You know what I mean? The Knight of Cups. They're working with some type of Cancerian energy. I'm getting that this could be a female Sagittarius. She is facing some serious jail time, and she's attached to the police. I don't know what she's doing, if she's selling substances or whatever this is, but she should stop. This other energy, this Knight of Cups energy, they're also attached to the police. I feel like both of these people are a couple, and they're trying to involve you in some shit that has nothing to do with you. Why are they doing this? Obviously, because they're triggered and angry. They feel like you did something to them. You didn't do anything to them. You walking away from people, places, and things that don't serve your highest and best purpose is not hurting and harming anybody else. And if somebody is hurt and harmed by you walking away, then maybe they should have acted accordingly to the point where you wouldn't have walked away. This person wants you in confusion, doubting yourself, in denial, indecision, in scarcity, lack, limbo, and in purgatory. And that's exactly where they're going to end up. And if this person is doing witchcraft while they're pregnant, they had better be very careful, because they may not give birth to something that's human if they keep messing around in this crap. Like, there's just too many things that could go wrong that makes doing magic without God scary. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with using herbs and working with God and prayer and all that. That's not witchcraft. That's healing. Pick a card from the angel numbers deck. So this person could be trying to send you messages through angel numbers, like literally. Let's see what this angel number says. Because I do feel like you do get angel numbers, and you guys understand numerology much better than this other person. So when you see this angel number, you're going to take what you're doing at that time what you're thinking about, what you're listening to, wherever you are. You're going to take that into consideration, and you're going to apply that information to the interpretation of the angel number. 1313. Okay. 13 is my favorite number, but it is the number 13 in tarot is the death card. It's also about Scorpio energy. This Knight of Cups, there could be somebody that is a Scorpio that's involved here. It says it's talking about starting fresh. Like death is basically the ending is a new beginning. Encouragement, goals, foundation, creative ventures, communication. It says step out of your comfort zone. You are about to create something meaningful. All of your skills and talents will bring you auspicious profits. That's what this person's trying to stop. Build up your confidence and trust in your decisions. So yeah, where they want you to doubt yourself, that number is reaffirming to trust in yourself. You know what is right, you know what is wrong, and you know what is going to benefit you and what won't. I feel like this person, if they would put this much effort into themselves, maybe they wouldn't be in trouble with the police. But they're going to jail. Like they're trying to seriously use your energy as some type of scapegoat to get them out of trouble. By them pointing at you, it's making them look more guilty than anything. What would the Most High God do? Seriously, these people don't ask that type of question. They're like, oh, what would Satan say to do? Like, what the fuck? Satan's a liar. Come on. Or Mr. El Diablo, Ashatan, whatever, however many different names of the thing. And I don't really even believe in a devil like that. And I don't believe that God would not forgive these beings if they repented. I honestly don't believe that. But I do believe that there are lower vibrational energies, and this person is definitely attached to one. They're definitely attached to one. In fact, they value this lower vibrational energy over anything else. Yeah, God, what would the Most High God do? The Most High God would return it to sender. Literally times 10. Black magic backfire tower, literally reversal of bad fortune and bad karma, blocking their spell work, reversing curse. That's what the Most High God's going to do for you, is block this person's energy. And they are going to have to grow up. Oh my God. This person's got to be in their mid or early 30s or something. The way their mentality is, they need to grow up and stop blaming everybody else for their problems. And I'm not trying to be rude, but this person's projecting a lot. Like they're not taking responsibility for the fact that they've committed these crimes. They're being watched by the police because they're the ones doing bad things. Yeah, this person literally was getting help to do witchcraft from some type of family member. This could have been a mother, a father. I'm getting more, it's this person's mother, but it could have been a mother, father, sister, brother, family member, spouse, obviously, whoever they're sleeping with, children, step parents. This person needs to be careful if they're pregnant, okay? And not just, don't do witchcraft when you're pregnant. Don't do it at all, actually. This person could see that you live a completely different lifestyle. Like let's say that if this person lives a city life, you live a different life. You live a country life. You live on the back roads, off the grid. They see you as being somebody that has access to nature where they don't feel like they have access to nature, if that makes sense. So this person could be like wanting to move. No. Maybe they were raised in like a small towns in the back roads or off the grid, and they want something bigger. Either way, however the cookie crumbles, this person is not happy with their life. Which all this witchcraft they're doing, you think that they would do a make me fucking happy spell, but they don't focus on that. This person is literally trying to create a spiritual injustice, trying to bring up negative unjustified karma. What is negative unjustified karma? Negative unjustified karma is karma that's created from people having free will for a situation that was not predestined before birth. So we make soul contracts with people to go through certain lessons at certain times. But negative unjustified karma, that means there's no soul contract. It means that they're just creating a bunch of negative karma since they came into corporeal creation, basically. And so they're in karmic debt. This person has hidden secret spiritual enemies because they've done spell work on a lot of people. They want revenge, basically. They're very aggressive, very weak-minded, ignorant, stubborn, prideful, hubris, arrogant, bully. I hope this is not somebody's baby mother. Yeah, they feel like they're going to come in as a follower, an alliance, a partnership, an acquaintance, a colleague, a friend, or an associate. They planned on sending someone in to befriend you and then betray you. Like you would not, like you're so gifted, you would see this person coming from a mile away. That's crazy. And when people get in your energy, they don't want to betray you. This person is seriously messed up in the head. Yeah, they know that you hold this divine feminine power within you and that you're very intuitive. This person knows that. They also know that you're a better parent than them. You don't even have to have children to be a better parent than this person who doesn't give a F about their children. They care more about witchcraft and getting revenge on you from walking away from them than they do about taking care of their own children. And that right there is a problem for CPS or DCFS, whatever it's called, the Department of Child and Family People. That is more their problem. And this person could be getting their children taken from them. And this person, if they're not careful, they could end up going to prison and having to give birth to this child in jail. Peace. Look, you're somebody that pursues peace. This is why God loves you so much. Like, you guys pursue peace and seek after that. And so obviously you're going to have an abundant life when you're pursuing peace. This person wants to act like they're peaceful, but all they do is bring conflict and war into things. Yeah, you've definitely had to defend yourself from this person's energy in the past year. Literally. You said no to this person, and the moment you said no to them, their life started falling apart. So, and it's because you were their protection. They were using you as some type of human shield. The moment that they were using you to be satiated. And we're going to look up the definition of satiated, because I want you to understand how vampiric this person is. It says the feeling or state of being sated or satisfied. What is it? Satisfied. Is that the word? Satisfied. Yes, it is. Of sated. Okay, so it means, give me another definition. The satisfied feeling of being full after eating. This person feeds off of you. They're a vampire. And you're the sun. Riddle me that. Literally. All you have to do is shine your light at this person and they will literally light on fire. That's why I don't feel like you have anything to worry about. This person's got a lot more problems than you do. You're over here living a peaceful life, being obedient to God and loving on yourself. That's why witchcraft doesn't work on you. The Lovers, this person does not want you having a love union. I don't think that that's their business. If God has a twin flame for you, what God says for you will come into fruition. I don't care what this person's on. This person does not have to be from America. They could be an immigrant. They could have South American descent. I'm really getting that they could be from any of these continents. I don't even feel like they're actually in America. I feel like they came from another country or they originated somewhere else. But yeah, they came to America to overtake something, to get some type of legacy, and they are realizing that they don't have a legacy. I think it's maybe their parent was maybe an immigrant or something like that. There's nothing wrong with being an immigrant as long as you're legal. You have nothing to worry about. This person, they like to use these old world tactics, like really old magic, oppression. Because if they can't get satiated off your energy, then they need to oppress you. I mean, that's their mentality. They come from oppression. This energy of the Chariot is oppression. And they want to oppress you so damn bad because you're winning. Like, it's crazy the amount of envy and jealousy. And literally, this person continues to do what the devil tells them to do. That's one reason that they're failing so bad. Yeah, this person could have earth sign energy, or you could have earth sign energy. This is why you do not mess with people that you don't know what their chart is, because you could have earth in your chart, which makes you very abundant, very financially successful, and very hardworking. Literally, I feel like this person's more of a fire sign, or they act in the element of the fire sign. You're having such a victory over this oppression. Seriously, your love life is about to be very victorious. If you're alone, it won't be for long. This person, this is like their last go. Tonight's moon is their last go at this shit. And then they're going to have to be responsible for a major tragedy that occurs, a major death, a major ending, a tragedy. They wanted to oppress you by causing endings in your creation. And they wanted to swiftly come in and take your life. That hitman, hitwoman thing, people, there are people that are spiritual hitwomen. In fact, this person's mother has taken out quite a few people with this witchcraft crap. They thought they were going to swiftly come in, literally, and have a success over you. That's what they thought. They thought that they were going to sacrifice a star. Literally, you're the star. Obviously, you are a chosen star messenger, a prophet. This person thought they were going to sacrifice somebody who lives their life to the laws of the divine. Somebody that doesn't break spiritual law, that's a big no-no. Taurus, there you go. Yeah. So Taurus, that's very prosperous energy. Like, seriously, I think the earth signs are probably the most prosperous. This person, they're very envious of the star trait. Like, that's one reason that they won't let you go, is they feel like you're one of a kind. I agree. They were trying to do some type of love spell, love binding, love curse, love obsession, come back to me spell, breakup spell, love hex, karmic love. If you have to put somebody under a love spell, that person is not for you. Okay. If you have to force them to love you through changing the chemistry of their brain with witchcraft, that person doesn't love you. That's crazy how these people are really desperate like that. It's blocked. Yeah, this will only lead to ruin. If they follow down this path of trying to bring endings to you, it will only lead to ruin for them. Banshees, Wraith, the boogeyman. This person has called upon so many things. They thought that they were going to scare you into oppression. It's a big no. Slender Man, Grim Reapers, Demon Zozo, Bloody Mary, and the Cenobites. You have dark powers that watch over you, and they don't even interact in your life in a way to scare you. This person thought that they were going to use your own guides against you, and you're over here completing a cycle with them, not opening a new one. Yeah, they definitely thought that they were going to win this magical battle. The fuck? This person also goes to a lot of readers, and they are always trying to get readers to read your energy. These readers are literally, they're going to be denying this person because they don't want to get their gifts stripping from them. The Archetypes Oracle. So let's see what this is saying on an archetype level about this person or about you. What is it that they're seeing or not seeing? Because I really feel like this person thinks that they can pull cards and get accurate information. But no, they can't. They're literally working for the devil. So they're going to get that type of advice. Stupidity. One more. The sustainer. God, the sustainer, who sustains your life, who keeps you out of the sick bed and in the field. Like, come on, yo. You've given this situation to God. That's why you're being molded like that clay right there. God is molding you like that clay, literally. So this person knows that God's got his hands on you. And that means that the righteous will not be shaken, literally. You've not done anything. You walking away from somebody is not enough for it to make it okay for them to attack you like this. So let's get a conclusion of this situation. What do they need to know? Basically know that this cycle is completing itself. It's ending. These people have led themselves down a path of ruin, and they've ruined their own lives. Yeah, by trying to puppet you and control you and manipulate you, this person has ruined their own life. You continue to love yourself. Self-love, self-care, self-made, self-created, authentic self, and personal foundation. What you've built already for yourself is something that's going to last for a very long time, like legacy. You'll be able to pass it down. This person, they wanted that legacy, but they don't want to do any of the spiritual work. So they're not getting the rewards because they have not done the work to receive the reward. This person also will not be putting you up under some weird ass love spell. I don't know what. There's nothing that they can do to make you love them again. The fact that you love them the first time was a fluke and a miracle. The magician, they did magic on you to make you love them the first time. Since that spell's been broken over your life, you're not going back to this weirdo. They need to get very comfortable with the fact that they need to move on. And this person did move on. I mean, they're with somebody else right now. Zequariel, Zophiel, Seraphiel, Jingoniel, Wariel, Turiel, Arachiel. You have a lot of angels not listed in the Bible that are showing up to whoop some ass. So if I were this person, I would be mindful about sending you any energy, because it will be like, you may not retaliate against this person, but that's not saying that your ancestors and spirit guides won't retaliate against them. Literally. This person tomorrow, when they wake up and realize that you're not coming back to them, that you don't want anything to do with them, and that you're still off limits, they're going to be livid. They're super disappointed, like major disappointment. They're going to be super disappointed. Like, man, we're not able to get that one. We can't trap that one. We can't get them locked up. No. We can't take them to court and take their money. No. This person wants to be a part of something that they never helped form. Like, seriously, they want to be a part of taking something from you. To go, ha, you can't have that. I'm going to take it. No, this person needs to grow up. They're a trickster, a mischief, a miscreant, a joker, a clown, a fool, and they feel like they're very cunning. I don't care how cunning they believe they are. Their cunning does not overpower your love for self, okay? As long as you continue to take care of yourself, none of this is going to touch you. This Prince of Dis that they feel that they're going to get to work against you and work against your finances has turned them down. Literally. Has literally turned them down. That one said, pick a deck from the Twin Flame Oracle deck. So we're going to pick one from here. But I like literally feel that you have a lot to be optimistic about. You've got beauty, grace, faith, trust, hope, cooperation, and you're obedient. This is why God is rewarding you at this time. Even if you don't feel like you're winning, you're definitely not losing. So I do feel like there is a win here. A major win. Look, we got the moon at the bottom. These people and their stupid moon magic. I mean, how many times of doing the same type of ritual do you have to do it to realize that it doesn't fucking work? Like, seriously. The world. Look at this. You have completed a cycle with them. It literally says completion, closing cycles, achievement. You have made a major achievement by getting past this person. Because they were truly blocking you, but you didn't know that they were blocking you. You could sense it, but you didn't have tangible proof until now. Now I'm sure that you know who this person is. You know, they don't have any receipts. They were literally bearing false witness against your name, making shit up. They might want to be mindful of doing that. Tomatial, Arachial, Mangorial, Bequarial, Aremial, Faclorial, and Darial. Yes, you have like literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You got 14 angels that are not listed in the Bible that are warrior angels showing up for you. So if I were these people, I would be very concerned about that, about the angelic army that you have at your side. They were trying to bring some type of false narrative, false portrayal, false prophecy, false mindset. It's over. Give up the false pursuit. They were trying to persecute you or have you persecuted for their falseness. This is ridiculous. Yeah, you have ASTRAEA and Archangel Michael legions, the will of God, the blue flame, the circle, Excalibur, circle, sword, blue flame, the will of God, ASTRAEA and Archangel Michael, and the sword of Solomon. Okay, which is another group of angels that create the sword of Solomon. So you literally have an army of angels backing you. This person is not going to get away with anything. That is so funny. This person could be or want to be, they could be a baby mama, baby daddy, ex-husband, ex-wife, ex-lover, ex-friend, or an ex. Obviously, we know that there's somebody from the past because they already know about you. And they feel like they really thought that they knew you and they thought that you were some type of weakling. There is nothing in the cards that show that kindness or loving yourself is weak. In fact, like, haven't you ever heard kill them with kindness? Your kindness could literally take somebody's life. You being kind to yourself, like, you're not giving these people what they want. They're going to have to get satiated on somebody else's energy. Yaldabaoth, Theos, Sakla, Jehovah, Yahweh, Nyarlathotep, Shoggoths, and Christ, Sophia. You have like literal energies that do not play about you that are going to take this person's head off their body if they keep messing around. The fact that all of those just showed up, these people should be extremely afraid. You know, I think that they were trying to cause some type of pinprick, headache, rash, stabbing pains, anxiety, fear, voodoo dolls, or sympathetic magic. And these beings are stepping in for you. Like, they're like, nah, we're not doing that. We're not following up with this bullshit request to have a voodoo doll made of somebody. I mean, they want to stab a doll over and over again while thinking about you. Let them. That doesn't mean that energy is ever going to touch you. In fact, that whole premise, it doesn't even make sense to me. These people are cheating. They're trying to cheat you out of your destiny, you guys. Cheating, competing, lying, deceiving, hoodwinking, bad intentions, and they're imposters. They are not who they say they are. If these people say that they're people of God, since when does God say, oh, if you don't like your neighbor or if you don't like your ex, go build a doll of them and then stab that shit over and over again and it's going to cause harm on them? Like, straight up, no. No. It just, anytime I think of voodoo dolls, it brings me back to Indiana Jones, the Temple of Doom, where like, it's like the very end of it. And there's like a kid, like literally doing voodoo on Indiana Jones. And he's like, just like anything that he does. Anyways. And the little kid in Indiana Jones like, Dr. Jones finds the other kid that's doing the voodoo and stops him. And then Indy recovers. But that's what I think of when I think of voodoo. Like, I think of Indiana Jones. You have the universe backing you. If God is for you, who could be against you? Like, seriously, when God makes up the whole universe, your virtue is shining through. This is why you're being rewarded. And you have not done anything to warrant any type of cruelty or abuse. You're not even the villain. And these people have tried to make you a villain, but you're not even the villain of their story. Like, they're their own worst nightmare. They're their own problem, which is crazy that they want to make you the subject of their instability, but you're not. This person's they're trying to steal something. Like I said, they want your destiny, but obviously that's not tangible enough for them to understand your destiny, and they can't have it. It's a no. robbery, theft, debt. These people are in poverty, desperation, money hungry, and greedy. And when you're dealing with people that are money hungry, you can't trust that. No way. No freaking way. Money hungry people cannot be trusted. Yeah, so pull one card for the future energy. Thank you, Spirit. I will do that. What are we're looking at future energy wise with these people? I mean, like, this person is about to go through so much worse than what they've already been through. They're not going to be happy with the outcome of their spell work. I can tell you that. Dominion. This person wants dominion. Okay. The thing is that they can't have this dominion, not over your life and not over your energy, not over your resources. This person literally has tried to contact somebody in the military, the Navy, the Air Force, the Special Forces, soldiers, or veterans. Like, literally, they could be saying that. I don't know why they would do that, but it just seems like they're trying to get you in trouble by saying that you're an errorist, if you know what I mean, minus the T. But yeah, they want total dominion and control over your life. That's just not what God has planned for you. I think it's unrealistic to try to control somebody else's creation. I mean, we can try to control our own, but trying to control somebody else's is psychotic. And pulling a card for the past energy on the situation. Defeat. So these people are defeated in the past, in the present, and in the future. Especially when it comes to having domination over you. Like, why? Why do they want to dominate you so bad? Why do they want to? I don't like these people. They just want to use you. They're bullying you, fighting, arguing, isolating. These people are fighting amongst each other, to be honest. But yeah, they want to blackmail you, entrap you, frame you, and set you up. Because you walked away. Which means most likely had you stayed around them, they'd have set you up anyways. So this person just likes to throw other people underneath the bus whenever they get ready. And I don't respect that. I don't respect anybody that goes against the wishes of God and tries to work against what God is manifesting. I don't respect that. This person is all using smoke and mirrors, illusions, delusions, projections, deflections, mirroring, and reflections. Like I said, I would hold up a mirror to this person and reflect their energy back to them. And just say, no, I'm not accepting what you are not what this person thinks you are. Literally. Don't ever believe that you are what this person thinks you are. There's multiple, the reason that they're doing this is because they, in multiple timelines, past other lifetimes or a future lifetime, this person's trying to get on your timeline. They're not even on it. And they're also trying to affect your future timelines. They're trying to timeline jump, and they have tried to gain access to the Akashic records. They've been met with the military, the army of the Lord here, and they're unhappy with not getting past this security that you have. These people could be on the deep web, dark web, black market, hacking, doing computer crimes. They could be trying to hack your devices. For what reason? They're not going to find anything on any device that you have that would warrant you to go to jail. This person literally is a snitch or something. They're trying to make you go in the place that they're in. Yeah, they want total, they want to restrict you. They want to regulate your income. This person needs to mind their business. Straight up. All right, let's get a couple more cards and then we'll close the reading. But yeah, they need to mind their damn business. Psychos. What can we expect for the future? Defeat, obviously. So for the future, forgive these people. Don't let them back in your life, but forgive yourself and forgive these people, right? Forgiveness, compassion, grace, humility, honesty. Maybe this person will tell you the truth, but I highly doubt it. I seriously highly doubt it. You know, they want you to self-martyr, self-sacrifice, self-deify yourself. They want you to do something that's going to make God upset. You know, you're over here delivering yourself while this person is investing only in the self. They went to some type of root worker. They're doing the evil eye, death spells, necromancy, graveyard magic, moon magic, destiny swap, and they're seeing a practitioner. All of this stuff is provoking the wrath of God, the vengeance of God. They're losing their gifts and their abilities. They started a war with you and with God. They're trying to affect your personal legacy, and they want a spiritual inheritance that's just not yours. This person just wants your attention. They're a clout chaser, a copycat. They're coveting, and they want to clone you. They're doing some type of witchcraft, trying to banish your finances, trying to banish, doing conflict spells, poverty spells, energy harvesting, vampirism, and these people are shapeshifters. You know, they shapeshift from person to person. And it says, pick a card from the What's the Tea Oracle, which I have right here. We'll see what this card says. Just total ridiculousness. And I wonder how upset the police are going to be when they find out that this person is a liar. Like, they are serious. You can't even take this person serious. Oh, nice. This person, another reason why they want you back is to give you some type of sexual infection. That's disgusting. Come on with this shit. Yeah, you're uninterested, obviously. I don't know why anybody would be like this. They want you to suffer the way that they suffer, and God does not agree with that. I don't agree with suffering like that. All right, let's get 2 more cards, and we'll see what else pops out, if anything, with this tarot. I do feel like this person feels like they're the most powerful when the moon is full. Yeah, you're royalty, sweetie. You guys are royalty. Like, literally, God favors you, and favor ain't fair. I mean, it actually is kind of fair, because if you do what is right and what is just, you'll be favored. But like, literally, this person thinks that it's unfair because they can't follow instructions. They can't follow the law. They can't follow rules. What the fuck does that have to do with you? Excuse my language. What does that have to do with the fact that this person cannot be obedient to anything? What does their misbehavior have anything to do with you? This person is not a Hierophant. In fact, you show up as the Hierophant. They did some type of stupid higher learning, studying some type of spell book, and they thought that that was going to give them somebody else's destiny. Come on, you, with this crap. I'm not joking. This is so stupid. It makes me feel dumber the longer I read it. So I think we're getting closest reading out. But seriously, it's like, being around this person would lower your IQ. They're very vexed. They're very afraid of you. Like I said, I think at the beginning of this reading, I don't get where these people are so scared of you. Like, you're not doing anything to them. Maybe it's because you haven't succumbed to all of this bullshit that they're afraid of you, but they're vexed, man. They're scared. They're intimidated, paranoid, haunted, guilty. They're experiencing lunacy, obviously, and they want absolution for something that they've done. These people have a superiority complex, a God complex, authority issues, and they abuse their power. And they want your neighbors to turn against you, your community, society, environment, city, area code, state, organization, and group. That's just not going to happen. They are trying to cause some type of tragedy, loss, sorrow, grief, pain, and a natural disaster, which came out twice. Yeah, they're not going to have a victory with that. Let's get one more from this deck. They're being defeated. This evil eye crap, defeated. You guys are just a better vibration. There's going to be change that comes in from whatever they do, but it's not going to be in their favor. This change is going to be in your favor. In fact, this Hierophant, whoever this Hierophant group, they value you as a being. Look, you have a life full of luxury ahead. These people are losing their luxuries. Whatever was their luxury, they're not going to have it pretty soon here. Okay, is there anything else that they need to know? Continue to do whatever you're doing because it seems to be working. as far as cleansing your energy, keeping this person, kicking them out, rebuking them, say, I don't give any X of any type, any permission or consent to be in my energy, to know about my energy, to know about my destiny, to influence me, to put love spells on me, to send attacks to me. This person may act like you're a prude, but just because you don't want to be a debaucherous person does not make you a prude. And even if you were a little bit prudish, like you guys could be celibate, or you could just not be sexually active. Whatever this person is saying, they need to like grow up. Literally, they need to grow up, because they're going to be taken to jail most likely. Like, they're not going to be putting you in jail. I don't know why this person, like, I think that is evil. That is so evil, to try to set somebody up to go to jail for something that someone else, that they themselves did. That is evil. Like, there's nothing worse than trying to falsely imprison somebody. And you don't play about your freedom. That's why you make choices that align with peace and freedom. You know what I mean? These people, they do all this illegal shit. That's why they're connected to the police. But they thought they were going to use the devil to make the police abduct you or come get you or pick you up on false pretenses. No, the police don't want to be sued up the ass for coming for somebody that didn't do anything. Okay, I'm sure that they don't appreciate that. Like, literally, the police can look at you and see that you're not doing anything. And especially not what these people have said. In fact, the more that they go to the police and make up lies on you, the more desperate and crazy these people look. So don't be afraid of these people, literally, but don't allow them into your energy. I would continue to rebuke them, continue to call upon God and ask God to show you what you need to see so that you can protect yourself, and so that you can stay safe from these root workers and these weirdos and people that really, you know, God is already returning this 10 times back to sender. They can make another doll of you if they want to, but it's not going to work. I mean, anything that they do at this point, you're going to transmute the energy and God's not going to allow it to touch you. So they can do whatever they feel they need to do. But as far as it working, they're going to be very defeated, very confused tomorrow when they wake up, not you. These people literally believe that they can wave a wand and then they'll wake up like some parent sister trap or something like that. The parent trap where people switch bodies. That's not possible. Okay. It's fiction. This person also thought that they're like, why haven't they died yet? Why don't I have their destiny yet? Like, just because this person's mother was allowed to take out other people does not mean that they're going to be able to take out you. And so they need to like literally become very comfortable with the fact that you are protected by the Most High. All right, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. I appreciate you guys for being here. Please like the video, tap that notification bell, make sure you are subscribed and all that good stuff. Know that God loves you. Know that I love you. Until the next reading, you guys, peace be with you. Have a wonderful evening. Go do something fun to manifest. Pray if you feel that you need to, but know that you are safe from this situation. Nothing that we talked about today is going to come nigh thy dwelling, okay? So continue to do whatever it is that you're doing. It's pleasing God. God's pleased with you. God's happy. God's not asking for you to go out of your way to help these people in any type of way. Okay. Just keep doing you. Love yourself and you will be more than fine. God will always make sure that you have everything that you need and more. Okay. All right, you guys, I love you. I'm giving you air hugs and lots of support. Until the next reading, peace be with you. Have a wonderful evening. Only love. I love that. I love that. Bye, guys. See you in the next one.